Welcome to Mountain Telephone TV's coverage of CamFest 2022. We hope you enjoy this all-star tribute to Keith Whitley, an Elliott County native.
It's taken away my darling, never to bring her back. My darling left me this morning, she left me feeling so blue. I'm gonna roll, rock and ramble and try to forget all about you. I hear a choo-choo coming, it's coming down the track. It's taking away my darling, never to bring her back. Well, I know I can't forget her, so I won't even try. I'll go through life a-wondering until the day I die. I hear a choo-choo coming, but it's coming down the track. It's taking away my darling, never to bring her back. Taking away my darling, never to bring her back. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it. Stonewall, steel bars, a love on my mind. I'm a three-time loser, I'm long gone this time. All for the love of another man's wife. I've had it coming, I've known all the time. No more Stonewall, steel bars, are you on my mind? Stonewall, steel bars, a love on my mind. I'm a three-time loser, I'm long gone this time. Grey-haired Morton, deep Frisco Bay. Guards around me leading my way. I've had it coming at the end of the line. No more Stonewall, steel bars, are you on my mind? Stonewall, steel bars, a love on my mind. I'm a three-time loser, I'm long gone this time. I'm a three-time loser, I'm long gone this time. I'm a three-time loser, I'm long gone this time. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Tell you what an honor it is for me to be here for this event, because, you know, I was born in 1978, and I'm starting to get a little older, I guess, but I'll never forget, listening, because Keith had just actually, left the band and started with J.D. Crowe, but the albums that I was heavily influenced, besides my Uncle Carter and Stanley Brothers, was Old Home Place and Let Me Rest on a Peaceful Mountain, Clinch Mountain Gospel. So I got to hear all that. I remember playing it on 8 tracks and trying to learn. And when I got up to about 12 years old or so, I started getting serious, and I thought, Dad could use a lead singer. If I can sing almost somewhere near as good as my Uncle Carter and Keith Whitley, then I'll have something going on. I can be right there with Dad, and that's what I tried to do. But let's give a great hand for my dad and Keith Whitley for the Clinch Mountain style. No, they're looking down on us today. That's right. But there was a gentleman in the band, which Keith was his personal manager, and that was Curly Ray Klein. Y'all remember the old Kentucky Fox Hunter, Curly Ray, don't you? Probably one of the best entertainers that bluegrass music ever saw, and one of the finest fiddle players. And we're going to let our fiddle player over here today. He's going to play a tune that Keith and Curly Ray played a lot together. It's called The Pretty Little Indian. Let's give Stanley Efall a great big welcome over here, Stan.
Thank you.
You're hot, Stanley.
When you're not, you're not.
I tell you, that was a good job on the Pretty Little Indian. I was going to say, too, that Stanley's just been with us about 9 months now, and he's only been late on 1 show. He's missed only 2 shows, I believe. And he's only been drunk on 13 as well, I think.
13.
That's about it. But now, the young man here playing the 5-string banjo is the lady killer of this outfit. But now, of course, he don't actually kill the ladies. He just cripples them up so Stanley can catch them over here.
Yeah, boy!
But there's a song that my dad sang a million times with Keith by his side, and I know Keith always loved to hear him sing this number, and we're going to ask this boy to sing it for us today. Let's give Landon Fitzpatrick, as he does Little Maggie, a big hand.
In her hand.
trouble. She's a courting another man. Sometimes I have a nickel, sometimes I have a dime, sometimes I have $10, gonna pay little Maggie fine. Pretty flowers were made for blooming, pretty stars were made to shine, pretty women were made for loving, little Maggie was made for to be mine. Oh, lay down your last gold dollar. Oh, lay down that gold watch and chain. Little Maggie's gonna dance for her daddy. Oh, listen to this old banjo ring. Go away, little Maggie. Go and do the best you can. I'll get me another woman. You can get you another man. Yes, sir. Mighty fine, Landon. That's a good job on little Maggie. A lot of y'all may or may not know, but the first gentleman to introduce a cappella style singing was my dad, 1970. And the quartet consisted of, if I ain't mistaken, would have been Roy Lee Centers, Jack Cook, my dad, and Keith Whitley singing the bass on it. So if you hear that old cut of Glory Land, that is one, that is Keith singing the bass, Dad singing the lead, Jack Cook singing the tenor, Roy Lee Centers singing the baritone. That was the first one, but I'd like to get this next gentleman up, and he's been around for about 12 years as a Clinch Mountain boy, and he actually worked for Dad too for about 5 years and done a great job. And I think he does a good job of leading the a cappella style singing. So another song that Keith actually sang the baritone on was one called Children Go Where I Send Thee. So I'd like to ask him to lead us on it. I'll sing the baritone, and I guess Stanley or whoever. Well, actually, I'll introduce Mr. Don Rigsby. Let's give Don a great hand sitting here with us today.
Thank you, folks.
But we'll do it. I think that was just a trio. There wasn't no bass parts. So, but let's give a great big hand to Mr. Randall Hibbets. Give Randall a nice hand.
Thank you all. I appreciate it. We're going to do it somewhat way Ralph Stanley done it. Him and Keith Whitley. But I don't think you can beat those guys. They just superb musicians. And I remember Keith from a little old boy. I was a kid running around, and a big idol of Keith was a big idol of mine, and I just loved him to death. And of course, Ralph Stanley, I just lived just a little ways away from him, and always around him and the band. And glad to get to play with Ralph too, and Dr. Ralph, and keep the Clinch Mountain Boys going. Glad to have Don Rigsby up here with us today. When it comes to singing tenor, high baritone, I don't believe you can beat this guy. I swear I don't. One of the best in the music business. We'll send this out to Vic.
Yeah, that's right, Vic. Are you ready?
Children go where I send thee.
Oh, Lordy.
How will I send thee? Oh, I'm going to send thee one by one. 'Cause one was a little bitty baby born. Children born in Bethlehem. Children go where I send thee.
Oh, Lordy.
How will I send thee? Oh, I'm going to send thee two by two.
'cause two was Paul and Silas, one was a little bitty baby born, children born in Bethlehem. Children go where I send thee. Oh Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee 3 by 3. 'Cause 3 was the Hebrew children, 2 was a Paul and Silas, 1 was a little bitty baby born, children born in Bethlehem. Children go where I send thee. Oh Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee 4 by 4. 'Cause 4 was the 4 that stood at the door, 3 was the Hebrew children, 2 was a Paul and Silas, 1 was a little bitty baby born, children born in Bethlehem. Children go where I send thee. Oh Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee 10 by 10. 'Cause 10 was the 10 commandments, 9 was the 9 that stood in the line, 8 was the 8 that waited at the gate, 7 was the 7 that never got to heaven, 6 was the 6 that didn't get fixed. Oh, my 5 that come back alive, 4 was the 4 that stood at the door, 3 was the Hebrew children, 2 was a Paul and Silas, 1 was a little bitty baby born, children born in Bethlehem. In Bethlehem, children born in Bethlehem.
We will return with more coverage from CamFest 2022 after this.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good-paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by Commercial Bank, where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.
Right now, I introduced you to Don. We got his son, Andrew Rigsby. Let's give Andrew a great hand. He's filling in and helping us on the guitar. Glad to have you out here with us, Andrew. He's really doing a good job getting started. And Don, I tell you, do you want to say something while I'm getting this capo fixed up?
Yeah, I'll be glad to. I cut my teeth on Ralph Stanley music, and just like he was saying, the era when Keith Whitley was in the band is the most influential period in my life. When I was 6 years old, my mom and dad took me for my 6th birthday to see Ralph Stanley and Clinch Mountain Boys perform at the Paramount Theater in Ashland, Kentucky. And Keith was in the band. He was the lead singer in the band, and Roy Lee Centers had just passed away, and he had been there a little while. And Dad knew Keith, and he told Keith it was my birthday, and Keith walked out into the audience where we were sitting before the show, and he bent down and he said, is this the young fella that'd like to go meet Ralph Stanley? And I was like big-eyed, and I was just, yeah. Didn't say nothing. He said, well, come on. He picked me up, put me on his shoulders, and carried me backstage to meet Ralph. And it changed my life forever, because Ralph was so good to me, and Keith was good to me too. And I fell in love with that music, and I'm still in love with it today. And it's a thrill to get to stand up here and get to sing some of this stuff with Ralph II and all the other great artists who are here.
How about we do the Sweethearts in Heaven? I know Ricky and Keith sang that a lot, and that's an old Stanley Brothers song. It's where they learned it from, so let's try that. I've traveled far across this barren land, thinking of that peaceful village where we once rode hand in hand. Darling, do you really love me? Are you the girl I used to know? Something's happened to you, darling, but it pleases me to know. Life is sweet, my love is blooming like a warrels on the hill. But when lovers part forever, where it ends no one can tell. Darling, do you really love me? Are you the girl I used to know? Something's happened to you, darling, but it pleases me to know. When our journey here is ended, sweethearts up in heaven. For me, I know you are the one. Darling, do you really love me? Are you the girl I used to know? Something's happened to you, darling, but it pleases me to know.
Yeah, we'll do a song from Ralph's Old Home Place record from 1976. This had Danny Marshall on it playing lead guitar, and it had, of course, Curly and Jack and Ralph and Keith Whitley. And I think maybe Ed Ferris might have played a little bit of bass on this record. I'm not sure about that. But he was certainly in the mix a lot back then on the studio sessions. This was written by Rick Stanley, and he's a distant cousin of Ralph's. And I'm a walking encyclopedia of useless knowledge. But anyway, this is called Home in the Mountains, and
You can just take
I recorded this and got his dad to sing tenor on it on my tribute to his dad, and had Ricky Skaggs to sing baritone on it. Pretty good little cut.
That was a good trio. Yeah, I recorded this too on the Home in the Mountain, or Pretty Girl City Lights album. Some of y'all might remember, but I remember I asked Dad if he wanted to sing tenor with me that day, and he said, "No, I think you just ought to do it solo," because I think he was just trying to get out of doing it, you know. But, yeah, that was funny. But you got him to do it, didn't you? Well, let's try that Home in the Mountains. When I turned 21, my life was before me. Not thinking of others, I lived on my own. I roamed this old land, took the good with the bad, but I still can't remember just why I left home. I'm going back to my home in the mountains, back to the one I left long ago, standing alone on the banks of the river, crying and weeping, please take me along. As I wandered on back to my home in the mountain, nothing has changed, it still seems so right. When I hugged Mama, I asked her, "Where's Jeannie?" She never came back from the river that night. I'm going back to my home in the mountain, back to the one I left long ago, standing alone on the banks of the river, crying and weeping, please take me along. Crying please take me along. All right, thank you. He got it, didn't he? Home in the Mountains. Hope you enjoyed that. Don, they recorded that album, Old Home Place, and Dad sung a song on there, Poor Rambler, I believe.
Yeah.
Anybody remember that old song, Poor Rambler, that Dad recorded in the 70s? How about you do a little bit of that for us right now, and we're getting Landon to kick you off here. And would like to say, while he's getting that in tune, if anybody would like to look back, I've got some rare recordings. I've got Keith's last tour with Dad. It was 1977. The CD's called Way Out West, and that was the last tour. They was gone for like 3 or 4 weeks, and Keith kind of told Dad he wanted to grow a beard and start singing country, and so he wanted to, do that. And then, so that was on the, got some footage from Oregon and California, and so that goes way back there. I've got the Clinch Mountain Gospel too. I've got, what else have I got over there of that? Oh yeah, I've got the classic Stanley back. That's a 2 CD set. That was a good project there, a lot of live stuff. Kick us off on that, Landon, Poor Rambler.
Come gather around me, good people. All my life I must reveal. Tomorrow could have been different, and I know how my darling ought to feel. When I had plenty of money, my friends were all standing around. But when my pocketbook was empty, not a friend on earth could be found. Dig a hole in the meadow, go dig a hole in the ground. Come gather around me, good people, and watch this poor rambler go down. Jail. She wrote me back in a hurry, said, honey, I'll come and go your bail. Oh, dig a hole in the meadow, go dig a hole in the ground. Come gather around me, good people, and watch this poor rambler go down.
Mighty fine, Don. How about we do, I know I've got a little bit of list wrote down here, but let's change it up and do Rank Stranger right now. I always like to hear Keith and Dad sing that. And actually, that CD I was telling you about, Way Out West, they sang that live out there together. And I'll tell you, it's really, really good, too. So if you don't have that, check that out, Way Out West. Rank Stranger. And Andrew, you're going to take a break on this one, ain't you, buddy? Be sure his guitar mic's up good. I wander again to my home in the mountains, where in New early dawn I was happy and free. I looked for my friends, but I never could find. I found they were all strangers to me.
Everybody I met,
seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother nor dad, not a friend could I see.
not a friend could I see.
They knew not my name, and I knew not their face.
I knew not their face.
I found they were all rank strangers to me.
Rank strangers to me.
They walked away, said the voice of a stranger, to a beautiful home by the bright crystal sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet 'em in heaven, where no one will be a stranger to me.
Everybody I met, seemed to be a rank stranger.
Seemed to be a rank stranger. No mother nor dad, not a friend could I see.
Not a friend could I see.
They knew not my name, and I knew not their face.
I knew not their face.
I found they were all rank strangers to me.
Rank strangers to me.
We're going to do one more song here that Keith and Dad made real popular, and in my opinion, it'll never be sung like that again on both parts, my dad's part or Keith's part. But after that, we're going to get Dwight back out here to do a couple of numbers. But I do want to, I'd like to ask Randall Hibbets to just say a word while I get this guitar checked out here. Give Randall another nice hand, and Randall, if you've got a story or anything you'd like to share real quick while I get this ready.
Oh, Ralph, I remember your dad and Keith many a time. I was just a little boy. I lived about an hour away from Ralph Stanley and got to visit the festival every year. And my dad, he was the biggest Bluegrass fan there were, and he took us to the old home place every year. And I remember Ralph and Keith coming out on the stage together, and first song, Choo Choo Coming, and I was just like, they just tore the stage up, you know, and you can imagine Ralph Stanley in those days with a 5-string banjo, and I don't believe he could be beat either, Don. Nope. And like I always say, he had some of the best lead singers that money could buy, I thought, in the day of bluegrass music. And Keith Whitley sure was at the top of the list. Him and Roy Lee Sanders, I thought, was two of the best. Larry Sparks, I swear Ralph just had some of the best that they were coming and going, and I don't think you could ever beat them. And Keith, he always... Ralph and them always had a festival coming up and doing this and doing that, and he always had flyers on the table. And a little old boy, he started a September festival, and he said, he called me Joe. He said, "You're Joe." He said, "Hand these flyers out for me, and I'll give you something off the table." And he gave me a picture of him and Ricky Lee and Ralph and Curly Ray and Jack together, and I still have that picture, and that was in '76. So that's a long time. I still have that photo, and got Ralph to autograph it for me, and I said, I wished a million times I'd have got Keith to autograph it that day, you know, and all those guys. But that's just a treasure you can't lose, and you can't get back if you do lose it. So glad to have it.
Yeah, that's a lot of good memories there. And next weekend at the old home place there, if you've never been, we're doing the 2nd annual Coal Miners Appreciation Festival. So y'all come be with us if you can up there at Dr. Ralph, my dad's old home, well, the Stanley Brothers' old home place. So anyway, Beautiful Star of Bethlehem was one of the It's one I ain't sung in a long time, but we worked it up back here. Hopefully we can do it somewhere near as close as the way they did it. I'll try to flick it on the guitar here. You ready, Andrew? Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shining afar through shadows dim, giving a light for those who long have gone, and guiding the wise men on the way unto the place where Jesus lay. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine upon us until the glory dawn, and give us the light to light the way unto the land of perfect day. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, the hope of life, guiding the pilgrims through the night, over the mountains till the break of dawn, into the land of perfect day. It will give out a lovely ray. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on, shine on. Oh, beautiful star, shine upon us until the glory dawn, and give us the light to light the way unto the land of perfect day. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on, shine. Oh, beautiful star, the hope of rest for the redeemed, the good and blessed, yonder in glory when the crown is won. For Jesus now that star divine, brighter and brighter he will shine. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on, shine. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine upon us until the glory dawn, and give us the light to light the way unto the land of perfect day. Oh, beautiful star, Bethlehem, shine on. Well, I tell you.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by a commercial bank where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.
Well, let's give Dwight Whitley, give him a great round of applause, folks. Come on out, Dwight.
Thank you, Ralph. I don't do this much anymore, but we're going to try it a little bit tonight. And I was telling you about the guitar a while ago, right back there. Here it is. It looks a little different. It's not its fault. It was in some hands that didn't treat it just right, but it's back in pretty good shape thanks to my buddy Neil Kendrick. But I'm going to try one that Keith did with Ralph's father, Ralph Sr., and hope I can get through it. And when I do it, I'm going to go get my banjo. Ralph's going to play this, and I'll play the old banjo. I'll tell you about that when I get the banjo back out here. Yeah. Oh, D. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was standing by the bedside where my feeble mother lay, when she called me close beside her. I could hear my mother say, of ages, Jacob's ladder hanging down. I just crossed the river of Jordan. Now, my son, I'm homeward bound. to fill her eyes. Then she called me close beside her and whispered sweetly her goodbye. I've just seen the Rock of Ages, Jacob's ladder hanging down. I just crossed the river of Jordan. Now, my son, I'm homeward bound. High breeze blowing on the mountain, wait forever she will lay. There she sleeps beside the fountain, there she sleeps beneath the clay. I just sing the Rock of Ages, Jacob's ladder hanging down. I just crossed the river of Jordan. Now, my son, I'm homeward bound.
I believe I can do it, yeah. I think I can fit it to folks, are y'all enjoying Clinch Mountain style of music that Keith done there? Well, we appreciate it. Vic, I want to thank you for asking us to be here too, buddy, if you can hear me. I don't believe he can hear me.
He's right here. Vic.
Hey, Vic, I want to thank you again for asking us to be a part of this special evening here. Let's give Vic Adams another great hand too, if you would. I think Dwight's going to play a little Pretty Polly or something here on the banjo, so you're in for a little treat. Tell them all about it, Dwight.
Back a long time ago, I think about 1974 or 5, I think. Ralph Stanley's banjo, Keith called me and told me this story. Somebody took it from backstage at Bean Blossom, Indiana.
Bean Blossom, yep.
And Ralph was really heartbroken. Keith called me and he said, Ralph's just lost an old friend. And he said somebody stole his banjo. He don't know what he's going to do. He don't have another one right now. And then he knew I had two. And he said he wants to know if he can borrow one of yours. I said, absolutely. The only thing I want is a picture out of it. So I do have a picture at home of Ralph playing that banjo. But this is the banjo that I loaned Ralph. He used it for about 2 weeks, or maybe a little longer, until he got his back. He did get it back, by the way. But
well, you know how he got it back?
No, tell me.
He told me some young, I guess it was a young teenager, 16-year-old boy, stole his banjo, took it to his daddy, and said, Dad, I bought this off of Ralph Stanley for you. And he said, his daddy said, I know better than that. So he called my dad. I don't know how he got a hold of him, but he got a hold of him some way. And he met him like in Lexington, Kentucky, and give him his banjo back. So that was an honest man there to get that back. But that's how they got that back. Yeah.
Well, see, I learned something tonight. I wasn't sure, but I'm glad he got it back. That's what counts. But until last festival this year at McClure, Virginia, Ralph played Keith's old D28, and I played this banjo, and that was the first time they had been played together on stage since Keith and I played. So it was kind of a history making, and we're going to do it again right now. And I hope I can get through this. I'm going to do you one that Ralph loved to sing, and I love it. I'll give it a stab, called Pretty Polly. beside you and tell you my mind. Oh, my mind is to marry, never to part. My mind is to marry, never to part. First time I saw you, it wounded my heart. Oh, Polly, pretty Polly, come go along with me. Polly, pretty Polly, come go along with me. Before we get married, some pleasures we'll see. Oh, Willie, little Willie, I'm afraid of your ways. Willie, little Willie, I'm afraid of your ways. The way you've been rambling, you lead me astray. Oh, we led her over mountains and valleys so deep. He led her over mountains and valleys so deep. Polly mistrusted and then began to weep. Oh, Willie, little Willie, I'm afraid of your ways. Willie, little Willie, I'm afraid of your ways. The way you've been rambling, you lead me astray. Oh, Polly, pretty Polly, guess is about right. Polly, pretty Polly, guess is about right. Dug on your grave the biggest part of last night. Oh, he opened up her bosom as white as any snow. He opened up her bosom as white as any snow. Stabbed her through the heart and the blood did overflow. Oh, threw a little dirt on her and headed for home. He threw a little dirt on her, headed for home. Left nothing behind but the wild birds to moan.
How about one more from Dwight? Come on, Dwight. Let's do another one.
Well, I never really tried this song till this evening when Ralph called and said he'd like to do this one, and so I had to learn it real quick. I hope I can remember it. I played it many, many times with Keith, but he always done the singing.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll try it. It's an old tune that Ralph and Roy Lee used to do, and Keith helped them, and Carter did. Ralph and Carter really started it, but they all done it.
Carter wrote it.
Right. That's the version I listen to. So, once again, I want to thank Ralph for allowing me to come up here and do this with these wonderful players. I'll tell you what. I said it a while ago, but I'm going to say it again. The Stanley music, that's what started it all for me. And I bought an album. 1966, I bought an album and I took it home and gave it to Keith. Well, actually, I loaned it to him, but he ended up keeping it. And that's what started it all. And I bought several, and he learned them all. And that's what we all cut our teeth on and learned on, was this Stanley music. All right, here's another one, then I'll get off. Nobody's love is like mine.
Nobody's love is like mine. They tell me you found another and you're going far away. Someday, little Don, you'll be sorry for the way you treated me. Nobody's love is like mine. No one so faithful and kind. Love that's true as the ocean. Nobody's love is like mine. I'll just go on dreaming, wondering why it couldn't be. Someday, little darling, you'll be sorry for the way you treated me. Nobody's love is like mine. No one's so faithful and kind. Love that's true as the ocean. Nobody's love is like mine. The fiddle come in there. What an honor for me to play this guitar right here too. That is a special moment right there. You give that back to him. Did you get that back to G? How many of y'all remember a song called "Single Girl" that Carter did? And Carter did it. Keith sang it too, and then I recorded it as well. And I'm going to do it in G, I guess. Yeah, if I can get this capo. I got a new capo yesterday, and I'm still trying to get used to it. And so we'll get it fixed up here in a minute. Single girl. I think I've got a buddy here somewhere. Dwayne Jordan, where you at, Dwayne? You here? You back there in the back? He used to live across the street from me, and he never would let me go to sleep unless I'd sing his song about every day for him. Who? BJ? All right. Well, we'll do it for everybody here. We'll try to do it here the best we can. Single girl sailing on the sea. Oh, sailing on the sea. Then you be a married girl with a baby on my knee. Oh, with a baby on my knee. Single girl girl. She goes to the store and buys. Yeah. She goes to the store and buys. But a married girl, she rocks the cradle and cries. Oh, she rocks the cradle and cries. Single girl, she dresses nicely, yeah. She dresses nicely, but a married girl, no shoes on her feet, no shoes on her feet. Thank you very much, Single Girl. Hope you enjoyed. Tell you another tune that Curly Ray Klein used to play that Keith played a lot with him too was Orange Blossom Special. And you know, a lot of people plays that tune, Orange Blossom Special, but it was always something a little bit different how it was done in the Clinch Mountain style. And a lot of it was to do with the way my dad played the banjo on it, and Keith had a real good rhythm guitar and all that, and Curly Ray was just, in my opinion, he was always my favorite fiddle player. And Gary, I want to send this out to you, buddy, and let's give Gary York a nice hand. He does a lot of good work around the park here, and he helps us out at the Hills of Home too, and we appreciate all that. But we'll get Stanley to come up. How are you going to pick it for him, Stan? How are you going to play that tonight?
Clinch Mountain style, Ralph.
All right, Clinch Mountain style. Good to see you, Twit. Thank you, music lovers. Here you go, boys. Let's do this. It makes no difference where I wander, no matter what I say or do. I can't out this memory of, and I cry here when I think of you. Somehow you wouldn't let me love you. The plans we made have gone astray. Instead of being blue and lonely, I just think I'll go away. It seems we both could have been happy if things had only turned out right. From now on each day I'll think about you, and I'll dream of you, dear. Somehow you wouldn't let me love you. The plans we made have gone astray. Instead of being blue and lonely, I just think I'll go away. I just think I'll go away. All right, thank you. Folks, have y'all really enjoyed our part of the program here this evening, the Clinch Mountain Boys? Well, we've really enjoyed it too, and like I said, it was, of course, my dad, Dr. Ralph Stanley, in my opinion, and as Keith said many, many times, the best old-time mountain-style singer, banjo player that he ever heard in his life, and I agree with Keith on that, and that's right. But if y'all never been up to the hills of home, try to come up there and check it out. That's where my dad and Uncle Carter was raised. It's where they're buried now. We got their music playing in the graveyard. Actually, the old stage still stands under the hill. That's where Elmer, Keith's daddy, Hobart, Ricky's daddy, Ricky and Keith, Dad, and Mason Little, and I think Curly Ray and Jack Cook was just observers, I believe. But they built the stage. It still stands down in the holler. So if you've never been over there, come check it out. And we are having an event next weekend over there, 2 days. Then, of course, we always do the Memorial Day. But anyway, I do want to say this, too. I'll never forget the day that Keith passed away. I was about 11 years old. And Sammy Atkins called the house. And he was the one that told Dad that Keith had passed. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. I was real young. But Dad went in his office. He had an office there at home. He went in his office. He locked the door. He didn't come out for probably 8 hours. I don't know what he done in there. But he stayed in there all day and about all night. But it sure really hurt Dad when Keith passed. But so one more time, let's give a great round of applause for Keith Whitley, plus Dr. Ralph Stanley and all the Clinch Mountain Boys, the reason we're here today.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy!
Thank you very much. We'll do this Katie Daly for you, and we love you. And we will be around. We're going to sit around and listen to to everybody else, we got a lot more great entertainment coming up. Don Rigsby, I want to thank you for sitting in with us today. Give Don a nice hand.
Yes, sir. Yeah, boy.
One more time, give Stanley over here a big hand. Landon Fitzpatrick and Rockin' Randall Hivitz over there.
Yeah.
We'll shut her down with Katie Daly, y'all. Thank you very much.
Oh, good Lordy.
We from the Michigan from Tipperary and the pioneer days of 42. Early man was shot in Jameson City for the bucket of this good old mountain. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Can't you hear us calling Katie Daly? When you want to drink your good old mountain dew, get her, son. Wake up and pay attention, Katie Daly. I am the judge who's going to sit and choose. All the boys that court is drunk your liquor.
I tell the truth.
Tell the truth, the drink and a little too. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. And cheers, calling Katie Daly. When you want to drink your good old mountain dew, get her some. To the jail they took poor Katie Daly. Very soon the gates were open wide. Angels came to poor Katie Daly.
Where'd they take her out?
Took her far across the great divide. Oh, come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Ain't sure it's calling Katie Daly. We want to drink your good old mountain dew. Get her stick. Folks, how would y'all like to see just how fast this banjo picker can play a banjo? Ah, you can do better than that, guys. Come on now, you want to hear it? Are you ready? We're going to set the time for him right here. God bless you. Thank you very much, folks. Don just suggested that we do Hills of Home, the recitation that Dad, and you know, Keith and Jack Cook sang the background. If y'all heard the old record, Let Me Rest on a Peaceful Mountain, they was done to sing it. But my Uncle Carter wrote the song, and then after Carter passed, my dad wrote the recitation. So let's see, what you want? We'll do it in F, I guess, right? And,
I'm not singing on it, so.
You're going to, yeah, that's right. Come up here, Randall, and then you'll try to get that singing part with me. Give me my mic. There you go. Let me rest on a peaceful mountain.
Carter, this is your song. That is your request. You're at rest now in the hills you so often wrote about and loved so well. I never dreamed, I never thought so young that you'd be called to rest. But somehow the man who calls her number, somehow you fit into his plans. And I'm only human, just another man. I thought I could never sing and play without you. Thought I could never sing and play.
Let me rest on peaceful night.
I remember our lives from beginning to the end, sometimes 10 and 20 times a day. How two little boys from the hills of home would run and romp and play. I recall our first radio show, our first record, always side by side, me and you. So Carter, if you can hear me, rest in peace, for one day this earth I'll no longer roam, and we'll be together once again, side by side, in the hills of home.
In the hills near my home, sweet home.
My great-grandfather opened the first Hinton Mill store back in 1918. Our family opened our first feed mill in the mid-1950s. We now have 5 locations and a wide range of products including feed, seed, fertilizer, crop protection, animal health products, fencing materials, and pet food. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever.
I'm Adam Hinton, inviting you to stop in and see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You can have full control of your network with MRTC Total Command. This feature enhances your internet experience right at your fingertips. Worry less about online threats with included virus protection. Choose the sites your children visit and limit their screen time with parental control features. Manage smart devices at the touch of a button. You get all this for just $9.95. Plus, we will upgrade your router at no extra cost. Now that's Wi-Fi Advantage.
Hi, my name is Kevin Anderson. I'm a Democrat candidate running for state representative in the 99th District, which includes Elliott, Morgan, and Round counties. As a lifelong resident of the 99th, I feel that I have a great understanding of its people and the needs of our community. I'm a man of faith who supports family values, our law enforcement and first responders, teachers, and the creation of good-paying jobs. Please vote for me so I can first listen to your needs and then go to Frankfort and be your voice and someone you can be proud to represent you.
Do you have Medicare? Have questions about Medicare Part D? Call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. Would you like to know what Medicare Part A and Part B covers and the amount you pay for covered services? Do you need information about a plan that pays for hearing aids? I can answer these questions for you. So call me, Scott Lovelace, at 606-768-3589. I specialize in Medicare, so I can help you.
This program was also sponsored by a commercial bank where friendliness prevails. Dave Eisen, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive. Skylar Dickerson, Realtor through Homeland Realty. And Jim Gazay, candidate for Morgan County Judge Executive.